Yo.
The NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks
Man.
to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Eagles. So with that, we'll send you up to the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. As we hand it over to our broadcast.
Man, that was Gunner. That damn Bernie had Gunner over there because he was playing that damn offset shit.
I'm streaming my goddamn game to YouTube right now. All y'all on goddamn YouTube.
Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. First down, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
6 yards to go here on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot.
Yep.
And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Yeah, somebody online.
Territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Ryan Matthews past the 20. Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, 69 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now for Elliott, Charles, against Green Bay, 125 yards on the ground. Became the first Cowboy rookie to rush for over 100 in a playoff game since Dwayne Thomas way back in 1970.
Another significant record added to what Ezekiel Elliott did in 2016. And just look at it this way. Everyone who watches NFL football pays lip service to the idea that the running game is important. I think Ezekiel Elliott really brought it back into focus in this season.
And he finished just 178 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's rookie record. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On the run, Dunbar. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And you think of all the years, speaking of Witten, that he's been around, but that touchdown catch he had against the Packers in the playoffs this year, that was his first postseason career TD.
Come on. That's first, not true. Yeah. That's not true. Where did you get that stat?
Now, that's not as much his fault as their lack of postseason appearances, but it was his first.
That's for real? That's legit?
That is legit.
Hard to believe.
Still, and this is a guy that hasn't missed a game since his rookie season in 2003.
And I don't think he's going to miss a game in 2017 either. I think he's energized and wants to come back and chase the ring.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. Now 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Touchdown. Come on.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And out now come the Cowboys.
And
on the last drive,
man, I had the goddamn ball.
Turned it
and then he just takes it from me and it says interception.
So they held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
Fuck that shit. And man, I had the goddamn ball and he's laying on top of me. And I dropped the ball and basically like it says I dropped the ball and then he basically takes it. And then it says interception. And it says some kind of fucking safety shit. They don't even give me 2 points.
More than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
I'm just saying, like, how the fuck do I come down and I'm basically pretty much on my back, and then it says touchdown, and then like I drop the ball.
You let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Just a yard of the pickup there.
How the fuck did you intercept it when I have the ball?
Now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football.
I have the ball,
and
I'm in the end zone, and it says touchdown, but then it basically puts me on defense and gives him the ball.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
In motion right is Bryant.
Yo.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw is Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 11. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Arlen, how long you gonna be on, man?
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got
all right, so you know me and you up. We ain't in no route. We got all week. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. I mean, shit. Yeah.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run with Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Prescott now on second down.
I'm sitting here and I'm watching this shit, and I catch the ball, and I come down with the ball.
Did he drop it? He dropped it in the end zone.
And it says interception, but I don't fall. And it says interception, and then he just gets up, and I'm still fumbling. I'm doing the damn touchdown celebration thing, slamming the ball down, and it says interception, and then like it gives him the ball. I would have fucking won if it gave me that goddamn touchdown.
Now Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
I mean, it said it was it said it was interception though. When I clearly I'm watching this shit, I come down with the ball, I'm going into fucking touchdown celebration, and the dude is basically said, out comes the kicker to win the game, and then basically when I go to the playbook, I'm in defense playbook, and I'm in defense playbook, and he's on offense.
And take it in the opposite direction.
Fielded about a yard deep.
And when I go to the timeline to see what happened, it said on the timeline interception made by somebody on the 1 yard line.
Position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. Albeit in a losing effort, Dez was good against the Packers. 9 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns as well.
I think it served as a reminder about who Dez Bryant really is as a player because his numbers were down from the season. Remember, he had some injury issues, adjusted to Dak Prescott, the way the offense shifted to revolve around Ezekiel Elliott. But when they needed to ring that bell, when it was time to throw the ball towards the end zone, Dez Bryant was there. So
that's what it's going to do.
Hands in the league.
Williams, the man in motion left. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Tell her when she goes into the Shady Acres, then you'll give it to them.
And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run it now with Dunbar. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're
fuck out of here.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Bunch of bullshit.
Let's give credit to the defense.
I don't even give a fuck, though.
To the point of attack and stuff the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Running with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit
man,
closer.
boy, these motherfucking kicks, bro. I swear to God.
In the end zone with one person carrying the ball. But how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion right is Bryant. Prescott on first down. First tight end Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm
Why the
Jenkins.
fuck is he in?
His guys have got it back at the
Oh, man, they done put the wrong motherfucker in with his slow ass.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. This is Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he motions the wide receiver. 2nd down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Lucky Whitehead is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
What?
Now Dunbar. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that's caught by Beasley. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And he'll get blown
This dude's a bum.
line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
The hell?
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And they're going to speed things up here.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick plays in order to try and supplement the run game.
I got no choice.
Totally
Just take it.
But you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash.
This motherfucker. Oh, shit. Yeah, he got some shit with him.
They were counting on it being now a one-possession game. Instead,
Oh, boy.
that changes the whole mindset for them. And if you're the guys who just blocked it, you're floating off the field right now. Big-time play.
Yeah, big-time play. Could have been a one-score game. Instead, it stays 2 scores. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. Cuts it out to the sideline.
Strip that goddamn shit.
To the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree
Oh, my
with that.
God. What the hell are y'all doing?
To win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have the advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
We saw that advantage right there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Guys that are over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after this field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll get 23 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Williams, the man in motion left.
I'm kind of glad he actually
now Prescott.
Quarterbacks are slow.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Press their wide receivers.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That was, I don't know what the fuck went on.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy.
This motherfucker overthrown.
Play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I just wanted to try that once.
Cole Beasley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Oh, my God. This motherfucking bullshit.
He just yanked that one well to
Oh, God.
no
I know what I'm hitting this shit. These fucking field goals, man. It's like you hit it. Damn, I might as well try to hit it. See, that's some bullshit. That's how I know I hit it right. I hit it the same every time. It do right on kickoff. When you kick a field goal, shit want to keep going after you done hit it and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm like.
Getting set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Oh, you could. I press L1 and you're going to throw it right to him.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15.
Oh, wow, okay.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to let it go again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taking it around the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
25-yard run for the long
Dallas
run.
gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
That guy was supposed to literally blitz in that hole.
Second down throw for Prescott.
Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Damn. Come on, man. This nigga like an octopus out here. Come on.
Guys will get the football back.
Oh, God, man.
Great starting field position here for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And quickly they get to the line. Now Ryan Matthews on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
Nuh-uh, that motherfucker wasn't it, man. Maybe it was, and I missed that. What'd you say?
And he's able to
Wow,
get it
what
out
did you
of
say?
there. It's fielded at the 45. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here come the Cowboys. They're down here in a one-score game.
Is that what she said?
At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Halfback sent in motion. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
No, I know why. Edelman's actually...
One last shot now for Prescott. This is the 6.
Game.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams